Hi, Pamela. I would like to start this reading with a message of love and peace. The cards will tell you what you need to know, not what you want to know. Let's begin. Okay, you asked, what is your highest and best career path that will allow financial security and fulfillment of your passions? So let's see what the cards have to say. All right. What is Pamela's highest and best career path that will allow financial security and fulfillment of her passions? What is Pamela's highest and best career path that will allow financial security and fulfillment of her passions? What is Pamela's highest and best career path that will allow financial security and fulfillment of her passions? What is Pamela's highest and best career path that will allow financial security and fulfillment of her passions? What is Pamela's highest and best career path that will allow financial security and fulfillment of her passions? Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Okay, fantastic. That's where the cards fell, so that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything is the Magician. As above, so below. As you believe it, so it becomes. Whether you have negative or positive thoughts, that is what the universe is going to be embracing and enhancing for you. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is slowly and steadily moving forward towards your goals, towards where it is that you want to be. You're going through an awakening with the Judgment card, an awakening to your true self, to your higher purpose, to where it is that you want to be. But you have a lot of doubts and fears here with the Nine of Swords. And don't worry, I will go through everything slowly and steadily, one by one, because I do know I'm giving you a lot of information very, very quickly. We're going to see how everything correlates, how everything works together, and then move forward from there. At your root, the Seven of Cups. The power of your mind, from what I'm seeing here, is absolutely astonishing, as is for most people, as it is for most people. Most people have brilliant, brilliant minds, and we don't even use a fraction of them. So what I'm being told to tell you here is to visualize where it is that you want to be, to see what it is that you desire. And I know that you might get frustrated and say, Dane, I've read that book, I've watched that movie, I was on that bandwagon of manifestation of my destiny, and it doesn't work. Well, I'm going to tell you that it does. But for a lot of people, we try to run before we can even crawl or even turn over. If you see a baby, they can't even hold up their own heads. They're completely helpless. And that's how I view our minds. We're completely helpless to our own thoughts. And as we work on it, as we focus, as we regiment our minds, we start to manifest the beauty of our existence as we move forward. So that's what we're going to be talking about a little bit, because not a little bit, quite a bit, because that's very much at your root here. Then we have new job opportunities. We have prosperity coming into your house. We have a sense of you moving forward to the place that you truly want to be, body, mind, and spirit. And then we have the Queen of Wands. This is career-wise, you very much coming into your own power. This is you achieving your highest purpose as you move forward. So that is really wonderful. You have to have patience here. You have the Sun card with the Magician. That's a powerful, powerful pairing. And then we have the Four of Cups. You can't see that? Oh, goodness. Let me move everything over just a little bit for you. All right, Pamela. Still. Okay, that's better. Straighten everything out so it's not all helter-skelter. Okay. All right, so here you are really coming into your own. You really are. And you asked, what is your highest and best career path that will allow financial freedom? All right, and fulfillment of your passion. Your highest and best career path has to do with you work very well with you. All right, so whatever it is that you do, I don't really see you as having to be part of a huge group, though you might be, but you're that type of person who works very well kind of when you're focused on what it is that you want, where it is that you're heading. I wish I could tell you exactly what it is that you're supposed to do. But life purpose is everybody's quest here on this earthly plane. It's one of the reasons why we were put here, and one of the reasons why things are so hard to figure out. I do know that you're astoundingly passionate, okay? Creativity and passion are going to be parts of the ways that you move forward. Also, there's a strong connection with you and divinity. So if you connect with divinity, and as you connect with divinity, you are going to see a whole world open up to you that you hadn't known before. Now, I don't mean that it has to be orthodoxy, like you have to become a pastor or anything like that. what I see this as is you doing something that could be very similar to reading tarot cards, or something that is very leaning towards the esoteric, because what you're doing is connecting with the God's head within you. And this is what Brahma said in Hinduism. He said he hid the God's head within man because that was the only place man wouldn't look for it. And so what I'm being told to tell you here, that within yourself, body, mind, and spirit, that place is so powerful for you. And it's really going to help you move forward to the place that you truly want to be, the place that you truly need to be within yourself. So let's see what your fairy guidance is here. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. What is Pamela's highest and best career path that will allow financial security and fulfillment of her passions? Show me clearly, show me clearly. This one right here, prosperity. So you are, oh goodness, and these, I guess, these two more. Awesome. Yeah, meditation and magic. I told you, you have this way, and you will have this way once you connect with yourself. And it's not going to be easy. I know everybody wants things to be easy. You have to be patient with the prosperity that will lead you forward, because this is, you're on a quest, you're on an adventure, you're on this lifelong journey to embrace and fully accept your highest and best self. So it is going to take time here. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. What is Pamela's highest and best career path that will allow financial security and fulfillment of her passions? Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Rejuvenation, and this one right here, and patience. So you have two cards here, the patience card and the Seven of Pentacles, telling you to be patient. All right, so it is going to be something that takes a bit more time, that takes more effort. So what we are starting with is rejuvenation, and this says rejuvenating your mind, body, and spirit. Rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit with a fresh and renewed approach to life. Rejuvenate your heart. The color that shines through here is yellow, and that's your solar plexus chakra. You might actually find that you have some stomach trouble, okay? This could be just, it's hard to digest food, or, you know, there's just been some stomach pain. There's something here that with focusing on your solar plexus chakra, you're going to be able to calm and heal yourself. Also, as you become more connected with spirit, you're going to find that the excess energy that is within you, okay, is being released and helping you move forward. Then we have patience. Nurture the seeds of patience and reap the rewards of personal achievement. You have to be patient with yourself. You absolutely do. There's a sense of wanting things kind of yesterday. It's kind of like, okay, I've been on this journey long enough. It has been hard enough. And now I want to see the rewards come in. And your rewards will be coming in. And your rewards are coming in. But you have to be patient, body, mind, and spirit, with who it is that you are and where it is that you're heading. The color that shines through here is blue. That's healing and cleansing your throat chakra. This is also being very, very careful and very mindful of the words that you are saying. Okay? Because as we see here, the power of your mind and the power of the words that you speak into reality have a way of magnifying themselves. So whether you are super frustrated and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening, I can't believe this is going on, you know, what did I do to deserve this? That's going to be amplified within your life, that frustration. Or whether you're sitting there and saying, my gosh, it's just such a beautiful day, everything is so calm, I feel so centered, you're going to see that that amplifies yourself. Now, it can also be that you wake up some days and you're just kind of in a piss poor mood. You are frustrated, upset, things aren't just within yourself seem to be off kilter, okay? Off balance. So you feel very, very kind of emotionally wobbly. What happens is what you focus on is going to be what you get. So if you're focusing on that emotionally wobbly feeling, if you're focusing on that feeling of, oh my gosh, you know, can I move forward? Oh my gosh, am I heading in the right direction? You know, everything like that. That's what you're going to get more and more and more of. Here it's saying calm and center yourself. Center yourself and make sure every single day. And I know it's going to be hard. Some days you're going to sit there and be like, Dane, you are an absolute fool. But if you focus on the good things, if you focus on the prosperity of your soul, if you focus on, you know, just the fact that maybe you saw a butterfly that day fly by your path, or, you know, something lovely happened, that's going to help bring that spark of loveliness within your life. And that's going to help you focus on the rejuvenation, body, mind, and spirit of where it is that you truly want to be within yourself, within your soul, and within your life. Then we have prosperity. The inner power supplied by spiritual prosperity lasts an eternity. So the inner power supplied by spiritual prosperity lasts in eternity. You are spiritually connected. And this lasts with you forever and always. So do not worry about it falling away. Then we have meditation. It is going to be so beneficial for you to meditate. Now, that does not mean that you have to sit quietly and, not move and everything like that. It does mean that you need to connect with your mind and yourself. Now, if that is just standing up and doing something as silly and joyful as swaying to the music within your own head, or humming a song and just kind of mentally dancing along, but physically dancing along. If you have to start by thinking, oh my gosh, that's so silly, and then mentally dancing along, and then you progress to physically dancing along, it's going to uplift you, body, mind, and spirit, and help move you forward. Okay? It's going to get you connected to that joyous space, that place that children have. Okay? Children know themselves so well, most of them before they are 5 years old. And then when 5 years old hits, we tell them who they're supposed to be. They go to school, they get told to sit down, they get told to, do this, do that, and they start to lose that spark. You are refining and reclaiming that spark within yourself. Meditation is going to be so important. It says meditation will bring you clarity of mind and a sense of inner peace. And that is so true. And I always think of her as one of those kind of Spanish great ladies. And I just think she's so lovely. So here, you're going to be embracing that greatness. You used to see them in the history books and on television and just think, oh my gosh, how absolutely grand they were. And that's what I see you embracing, that grandness within you. Then we have magic. Magic has a way of touching the hearts and drawing power from the soul. So it's going to touch your heart, and it's going to ignite and empower your soul. It is your inner magic. It's not anything that you'll get externally. It's internally that you will be moving forward. And I see you here with the Queen of Wands. This is the goddess Hecate. Okay? Hecate is, or Heket, however you want to say it. There's a million different ways to say her name. But we'll go with Heket. Why not? So here, there's just ancient power. Okay? A form of her was used within Shakespeare. It is the three faces of the goddess. It is, for the Greeks, it is a sense of inner power embracing you. And this is where I'd really like to focus for a moment and start. I know it's not at your heart or your head or your root, but it is here something that I'm seeing as very, very important, because it's going to open you to your spiritual enlightenment. So what we have here is you want to know the best career path for you. Well, it has to do with your passion. And I can't pinpoint exactly what it is that you're passionate about. I see your soul shining bright. I see you having tremendous power of words. I see you being astoundingly connected to your inner self and having that grow. And that's where you're going to be ignited from. Now, your career path, I see it as being something less conventional. All right? And I know you need to pay the bills and everything like that. But I do see you as someone who is moving forward in a way that brings passion to people, that brings harmony and centering and understanding to people. And that's what you're going to be embracing, and that's what you are embracing, body, mind, and spirit. So here with the Queen of Wands, this is the goddess of magic. As I said, Heket, the goddess of magic within Greek mythology. This is a coming together of body, mind, and spirit to move you forward to new beginnings, to new prosperity. You have the lions on either side. There's courage guiding you. Right? And as you move forward, here you go from the Queen of Wands to the Judgment card. This is an awakening of soul. This is an awakening of what it is that you want within yourself, within your mind, within your spirit. You're going to be hearing a call. This is why you feel, I would very much venture to guess, you feel kind of unsatisfied with your life the way it is right now. It's kind of like you can see and you can feel within your mind's eye the greatness that's supposed to be coming your way, but it's not here yet. And that's because you're starting to hear your passion's call, starting to be awakened, starting to be driven forward. Now, what that is think what gives you joy. Think what brings you prosperity. Are you one of those people who absolutely adores animals? Are you one of those people who absolutely adores working with people? Because so many times we sit there and we say, this is the box of society. This is what can be done and what can't be done. And you have to fit right in here. I don't see you fitting. And that's not a bad thing at all. I see you kind of making your own path, walking your own road, deciding to be very, very different Well, maybe not very, very different, but deciding to be different. And it may be right now that you're not ready to embrace that difference. Okay? And that's perfectly fine. You have to develop yourself and your skills and your prosperities at your own time. But here, you have a way of claiming your power. As above, so below. As you think it, so it becomes. And that is so important for you because you're being awakened. And as you embrace this awakening, you have to have patience with yourself, but you move forward to the Sun card, to true happiness, to bounty, to prosperity, and to beauty. And maybe you sit down and you make kind of a little list, a pros and cons list of, what you love and what you hate. Think about your job right now. What do you love about your job? And what do you hate about it? What is it that gives you joy? And what is it that you would sit there and rather kind of throw out with the bathwater? At your heart is the magician. As above, so below. As you believe it, so it becomes. At your heart, in your clarifying cards, is the sun. You're embracing your truth. You're embracing your prosperity. You have happiness and joy coming into your life. The magician says, as you think it, so it becomes. You're surrounded by your elements, okay, by the elements. Okay, fire, the wand in your hand. Swords represent air, pentacles, earth, cups, water. Passion, knowledge, prosperity, love are surrounding you. Spirit is there with you. That's what you're calling upon. So you have the 4 elements and the 5th element of spirit before you. You're dressed in your majesty, your richness, your grandeur. You have white on. That's purity of intention, but that's also mourning. Mourning the fact that it's taken so long to get here, mourning the fact that you've been through so much. And as you claim your power, as you claim your truth, you start to see your prosperity, your soul, your desires leading you forward. You start to step into your light. Will it be a step that is absolutely magnificent? Will it be a step that everybody looks at and, goes, oh my gosh, I wish I were you? It might not be. It might not be. That's where people tend to kind of go off course, is that we want everybody to look at us and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. And that's great. People being jealous is fantastic, right? It means you know you made it. It means everybody who's ever met you knows you made it. But I see you as a much more quiet person. And when it comes to your prosperity, it's going to be subtleness that moves you forward. And it's going to be internal happiness that guides you on your path. And you know what? If you really want people to be jealous, start being happy. Because I swear to you, even people who have millions upon millions, billions of dollars, I can tell you for certain, a lot of them are absolutely miserable. They don't know their path. They don't know their happiness. They feel like they should be able to buy it all, but they can't. Here, you are starting to embrace your truth by standing before the altar of your existence, by connecting with your inner power, and it moves you forward. Now, at your crown, you have the Knight of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles represents an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. Look to see if you have earth sign and fire sign within your chart. Okay, where it is, what house it's in, that's where Spirit is telling you to focus. And I'm not an astrologer, so I can't tell you exactly what everything means. I do know that the CoStar, STAR, is a fantastic app that kind of breaks down your whole chart. And then you can just Google from there. Google what that house means, Google what that sign means, what that planetary alignment means. And then you move forward from it. And it gives you inner knowledge. It gives you a sense of inner understanding. And I know it takes a little bit of legwork, but not too much. And it doesn't take that long at all. So here you're moving forward. It's a slow and steady move towards your goals, towards your aspiration, towards what it is that you desire. All right. So with the King of Pentacles, you are moving towards what it is that you want and where it is that you want to be. What you are also doing here is you are probably being a little bit frustrated. You're saying, I want my success. And why isn't it coming? It's because it's a process and you're moving towards it. You are embracing it. You are getting to where it is that you want to be, to where it is that you need to be. And it is going to take time. But it is something that's going to be absolutely beautiful. Here, you have the sweetness coming. You have the passion moving you forward. You have the sense of coming together with where it is that you want to be and what it is that you desire. You've planted the seeds. You know the intentions. You have to wait. You do. And I know nobody wants to hear about waiting and nobody wants to hear about building their prosperity. But you are heading there, and you have to pick the fruit when it's ready. And when it's ready, it's going to be delicious. It's going to be sweet and succulent and just lovely. And you're going to be moving forward towards where it is that you want to be, within your heart and within your soul. Now, also here, with the Seven of Pentacles, there is a sense of, yes, you can rush the whole thing. You can. You can spur your horse on. You can pick the fruit before it's ready, but everything will just feel a bit off. You know, when you eat unripe fruit, it's hard and it's a little bit bitter, and you can put sugar on it and it'd be completely fine. I had my paternal grandmother used to always do that, and that's why I always say it. She used to take fruit, and it used not to be ripe at all. And she just used to cut it up, put a whole bunch of sugar on it, and give it to you as a healthy snack. It's not that healthy if you're covering it with sugar. It's kind of like eating candy. And it's just not as good. But if you wait, things are so much sweeter. And I know you're probably saying, how much longer do I have to wait? Wait till your heart sings to you. Wait till you answer this call. Because as much as I would love to tell you, you are supposed to be, a teacher. You are supposed to be someone who is a light to others. And why I say teacher is that you are supposed to teach. Now, whether that be in your work situation where you take on a role of teaching things to other people, and you might be very frustrated because, there are some idiots, and I hate to say that, but really, seriously, there are some people when you're trying to teach them things and you're like, I don't know how to put things down any more simply so that you could be able to understand, and they just refuse to understand. So you could get very frustrated in that role, but you'll have those people around you. You have those people that come to you, that just lift you up, that just absolutely get it, and who are a pleasure to work with. That's what I see you as. I see you as sharing that passion and sharing that light. Visualize, visualize, visualize. And I told you we were going to talk about this. The Seven of Cups. You have at your heart, the Magician, you're calling on your power. This is saying, see within your mind's eye. Where is it that you want to be? What is it that you want to do? How is it that you want to move forward? Okay? See yourself being happy. Just start off with being happy. It's not imagining, that day when I will be happy. Wouldn't that be great? But it's so far off and it's such a farce and I'll never get there. No, it's seeing that within your eyes, within your mind's eyes, or within your eyes. Like, you can just see yourself being happy, being content. This warns against daydreaming. But the difference between daydreaming and visualization is intent. Daydreams are simply wishing that things will happen, simply wishing that things will be moving forward. Visualization is knowing within your mind's eye that you are seeing a glimpse of the future. And it may not be exactly the way you're manifesting it. So many people, I'll use this as an example, so many people kind of long over exes. Now, they're not really missing their ex because that person, they broke up with them. And a lot of people, they broke up with them. They had this huge fight and it's over. But they miss that person because some qualities that person has is what they want to attract within their lives. So they think, okay, it can only be Jim because that's who they're focusing on. Where really, if they stopped focusing on Jim and started focusing on the great qualities of him and not giving that person that they're focusing on a face, they would bring in the bounty, they would bring in the relationship that they've been longing for. And that's what I see with you. Don't focus on it has to be accounting, or it has to be technology, or it has to be teaching, or it has to be, running a shop. It doesn't have to be anything. It has to be what gives you joy. And as you start to visualize that, as you start to visualize your passion, your love, you're going to see it manifest within your life. Because here we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is celebration akin to a wedding. Okay, it's joy and it's happiness. There's worry, doubt, and fear that you'll ever get there. And the problem is with the Nine of Swords is that everybody sees you as the Six of Wands. Okay, so everybody sees you as going forward, conquering your goals, achieving everything, and they don't see that you're terrified. They don't see that you're overthinking the situation. They don't see that you aren't sleeping well at night, and they just think, oh my gosh, you got this. You absolutely got this. So what you have to do, and it is have to do, and I know that's a bit of a harsh word, but what you need to do in order to move forward towards your joy, towards your prosperity, towards what it is that you love, is sit there and say, it's okay. It's okay. If you have somebody to talk to, then that would be fantastic. If you journal, just to get it out, or if you just talk to yourself. I know people sit there and go, oh, talk to yourself, you're crazy. No, it's actually, if you talk to yourself, you look yourself in the eye and talk to yourself in the mirror, that's actually very emotionally healthy. So here you are moving forward. Here you need to address certain things before you can have the sun come into your life. Because with the Four of Cups that's at your root, with the Seven of Cups, this is saying you need to take time, you need to step back. You need to look at what it is that your soul truly wants. Right? Calm yourself, look at what your soul wants, and then embrace what your soul wants. Okay? Embrace the fact that divinity is handing you a gift that is going to move you forward in a place of love, in a space of love, in a way of understanding. And you have that beauty that's guiding you forward. Now, this repeat of the number 7 here means that you are heading, and which fits in perfectly because this is more esoteric. 7 is esoteric knowledge, okay? The repeat of number 4 is focusing on body, mind, and spirit, your inner soul, the temple of your soul, yourself. That's what the Queen of Wands and the Magician is saying. This is also saying anything sneaky. Okay, first of all, you won't be able to abide it. You'll feel like, wow, the world is just filled with sneaky people, or, they just really get you mad. But also anything that you try to do that's sneaky. And I'm not saying that you would, but I am giving you just the warning of the number, where anything that's done that's sneaky, you're going to sit there and be like, oh my gosh, Tom can do whatever the heck he wants, and he always is fine. You do something a little bit sneaky, that isn't really even sneaky, and you're going to get in trouble for it. And you're going to be like, what the heck is this? So just be aware of that as you're moving forward. Kind of stay on the up and up, because you're claiming your power and your truth. You have a lot of worry, doubts, and fears. You have a lot of things that you need to kind of address first before you move forward career-wise to where it is that you want to be, to where it is that you need to be. You need to calm yourself, because the worries are outweighing the joys. You need to calm yourself, calm the emotions, and then see the blessings that are before you. Have patience. You are awakening. Okay? You are awakening, and you're claiming your greatness. That is going to lead you to new job opportunities. That is going to lead you to a celebration that really moves you forward. And your subconscious message here is, that's it, the 10 of Pentacles. This is celebration. This is something that is just so joyous to you. This is having money in the bank and being able to, celebrate, being able to embrace your joy and your happiness. This is a connection that is moving you forward. And as this connection moves you forward, you are rejoicing in your prosperity and in your abundance. This is connecting with community, all right? As much as I said that you like to work by yourself, you do. You also like to have a community around you. You like to have people around you. So there's a connection with a community that leads you forward. There's a connection with your inner soul, your inner self, your prosperity of being. This is also saying, what is it that you adore and enjoy? Because that is what you're going to be manifesting within your life. But it's prosperity, abundance, greatness. It's coming to a completion of a cycle, right? And that completion of a cycle is bringing you to the place of financial security and the place of financial fulfillment. So will it be right off the bat that you are financially secure? Most likely with new job opportunities, when you're looking at things, when you're moving forward. No, you won't feel financially secure right off the bat. This is something that you work towards. This is something that you grow towards. And as you work towards it and as you grow towards it, you're going to feel more secure. But you're going to go through a time of 9 of Swords and 4 of Cups, of doubts and fears and nobody really understanding where you're coming from and thinking, you're making nothing out of something, mountains out of molehills, right? And then with the 4 of Cups, this is needing to calm yourself, body, mind, and spirit, to be able to move forward in blessings and prosperity and abundance. Because right now, things are too chaotic and you're not paying enough attention to yourself to truly see the blessings that Spirit is offering you. All right, Pamela, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. And thank you so much for entrusting me with your question. Bye.